Okay, we're back. Legal Help Live. Ralph here, Steve there. We've got a lot of calls today, and we're having some very interesting calls. A lot of interesting people. Let's go back to the phones right now and talk to Ray calling from Los Angeles. Ray, come on and talk to us.
Yes, hi guys. I really appreciate your service for landlord and tenant issues both. My partner and I are building owners within the city of Los Angeles, of course, rent control. Now, we had a very interesting situation that came up within the past year regarding severe water damage by a tenant that really doesn't allow us access, even though we provide the 24, 48-hour notices, and basically threatens, calling, rent control, i.e., whatever she can come up with. Now, what happened was we got a call one morning, and we went into the apartment, and major damage. I mean, we had to gut practically the entire unit, the kitchen, the living room, the dining room. Now, when we accessed the unit, she's been in the apartment for, I believe, at least 30 years. So we're talking pack rat conditions and safe maintenance issues, whatever, which we were surprised with. But we had a major issue just remodeling and renovating the entire apartment. It took us about maybe 6 months.
Ray, is she still there?
She wanted us to pay for a storage unit, i.e., whatever we could do, and whatever she basically asked for, we kind of gave to her because she harassed us.
And she's still there?
It's really kind of a scary issue to go through this again. So what would a landlord do if a situation like this comes up in the future?
Well, wait a second. She's gone now?
No, she's still in the unit.
Okay.
Well,
we renovated the entire unit for her, and
what caused the water damage?
Well, up above, apparently there was a water filter above the sink that was installed that I think the previous tenant didn't maintain. So apparently it accumulated lime and calcium, and the water leaked out. Why the tenant didn't know this or notice that above apartment 6, she was in the lower unit on the first level. It must have leaked through for about 7 or 8 months at least.
Wow.
The damage was so severe we had to remove part of the upper unit and the lower unit below.
Ray,
hire an environmental assessment company to come in and test floors in there, whatever, which was basically a real big waste of money.
Ray, do you have a lease? Do you have an existing lease with her now?
Actually, no.
So she's month to month?
Month to month, correct.
Yeah, but the problem is you got somebody there's 30 years. She knows the system pretty well, and she's not going to go voluntarily. It seems to me the answer to most landlords in this kind of a situation is that you have to have insurance that covers these kind of losses, and I'm sure you did.
You know, it's interesting. I mean, we contacted our homeowner's insurance, and lo and behold, the mold and mildew issue is something that is not covered.
Well, but the water damage, the actual water damage
from the water, we got absolutely nothing from homeowners insurance.
Well,
or the apartment.
Okay. Number one, take those insurance policies, take all your insurance policies, and go find yourself an attorney who deals in insurance bad faith, and see whether or not the insurance company is correct in terms of what they're telling you. Now, maybe you've done that already, because insurance is a contract between you and them, as you know. And when they don't pay off, a lot of times they raise exceptions. They say there's no coverage. We see it all the time, and but there is coverage. It doesn't come under the exception. If they're screwing you over, it's basically called bad faith, and if you win, you can get all kinds of damages, not just the loss of and coverage for the apartment.
But in the meantime, you're trying to protect yourself from future hassles with this woman.
I'm afraid that this might come up again with the tenant. I mean, she's constantly denying us access. Not only that,
get her out of there.
She lets the bathtub run over all the time. I mean,
get her out of there.
Ray, have you documented all of these transgressions and issues?
She's got as much as we could.
She's got no lease.
I understand that, but she's going to come up with all types of defenses, and I think that you should be armed with defense to the defenses.
Give her the appropriate 60-day notice.
It is 60 now because she's been there for so long.
Bite the bullet.
Yeah, I think my partner just needs to be a little...
But Ray, have a lawyer do it. You know, initiating and processing and concluding an unlawful detainer action it's a creature of statute, and the statutes are fairly complicated. Even if you've been in the business for a long time, assume that she's going to do everything she possibly can in order to stay there. Assume also, as I think you already do, she knows everything there is to know about these statutes and the process. So get yourself a real good lawyer. And by the way, Ray, call us back in a couple of weeks, tell us, or a couple of months or so, and tell us she's gone. But right now, we got to go. Our airtime is up.
It was a pleasure.
We're done?
Yeah, we're done.
Or is it going to a break?
We're going to a break. Oh, for goodness sakes. Don't leave us yet. We'll be back in a little bit. I didn't know.
We'll be